Okay, guys, I'm checking it out here to see if we're running, and we are. So, I'm running a little behind tonight setting up simply because I'm in the barn. So, let's try to get everything adjusted here real quick. Give people time to come in. You might hear the tractor in the background for a few minutes because that's how Mark rolls back there. And let's see what we got. Let's see if we can see. Let's see what we can see. Okay. Like I said, just trying to set up. I've never shot in the barn before. Want to make sure you can see what's going on. We're doing this tonight for a little bit of fun because you know what? Who doesn't love to shoot in an alpaca barn? And Mark borrowed my tripod the other day and whew, it's got some issues now. Let's see where we're at. Let's get the shots. Let's maybe switch the angle. Hey, Duncan 1900. Hey, Brenda, how's it going, man? I'm trying to get my other phone to do its thing too, and you know, of course, you know, technology, me, doesn't work real well. So live streaming is not my forte. What can I say? And wow, why is my tripod all out of sync here? It's like totally out of whack. Okay, so the screen's gonna be a little crooked, but you know, I'm a little weird too. So what difference does it make? And you still can't see my head. Inevitably, what's gonna happen is, an alpaca is gonna bump this. You know this, right? This is just how it's gonna work. It's gonna be cheering that because we are in a barn. So, okay, let me move this hay trough so they'll kind of keep their distance. Okay, wonderful. All right, guys. Never said my live streaming setup was the greatest. Okay. So tonight with the yoga, if you're participating in our yoga, you might need a block. You know, need your block, need your mat. Now what's going to be fun about tonight probably is, I'm sure at some point, the two alpacas that are in the same area of the barn that I'm in are going to make their way in here on the mat. I'm sure that Chip, who's standing here looking at me smiling through the fence, he's probably going to make his way back here. So my whole idea tonight is let's have fun. You know, everybody takes their yoga practice really serious, and I take my yoga practice serious, don't get me wrong. But we need to have some fun. Anybody who knows me, I'm all about having a good time. So I decided tonight, with everything going on, that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm still trying to get my phone here to pop up so I can see who's coming in. So we're just going to give it a couple of minutes, make sure we got some people in. Of course, everything wants to update when you don't want it to update. And that's what's happening at this particular moment in time with my YouTube on this phone that I use for watching everybody. Oh, there we are. Okay. Love how it decides that it wants to put me back to a different account. We're going to have a lot of cats come through here too. I really feel sorry for anybody that's in a yoga class after this is all said and done with, because I'm going to have a feeling that even though I've got plastic down, I've got this down, it's going to smell a little bit, just a little bit alpaca-ish, shall we say. Okay, here we are. So I take it, Brenda, that you did not blow away in all these storms that they had, so. All right. Okay, my phone's gonna glitch a little bit on me. Hopefully, the one that we're running is not going to. I'm a little bit farther in, so it's giving me a hard time. And if anybody in the house is watching this and I am glitching too much, please come out and tell me. Let me know. I just dropped my phone again, so I mean, you know, what can I say? Get a little something to drink here. See if we can get it set up a little bit. Here, let me know. I need to move this camera just a little bit farther out the door. Let's see where we can go here. Honestly, sorry guys, but I'm trying to find the best place to set up out here that I'm getting the best reception I can get. Okay. I am buffering some. Okay. If I have to, I'll just move closer to the house and we'll do this in the yard, but oops. Sorry. Come on. Okay. Damn it. Okay, are we rolling again? Directions. All right. Good there. Okay, cool beans. Just shifted angles a little bit. Okay. Okay, guys, apparently it's going to keep buffing on me. So let me just move a little closer to the house, which means it's going to put me outside. If you will just give me a couple of minutes. That was a valiant effort to get inside. So just hold that thought just a minute. We should not have any problems out here. Shall return. Vanny. Watch out. Okay. You know what? It's okay. We're good out here. We're good. Let me get my stuff and we will roll. Look out, guys. You know why farm girls don't get sick? Because they're not afraid of walking around barefooted. Hey, here we go. All right. Now. Okay. Who do we have out there? I know we got Brenda. I know somebody from inside is monitoring because I could see the thing that I was buffering and stuff. Okay. All right, guys. So, welcome to Alpaca Monday night quarantine yoga officially. Sorry I'm a little late getting started, but that's how things go. I think I'm going to shift over just a little bit more so that we've got a little bit better view there, a little bit of angle. Okay, we're good. Cat fights in the back. Your butt's in the front of the camera, dude. There we go. Okay, so like I said, once again, this is all about fun and shenanigans and enjoying what's out here. I didn't want that hot tea anyway. So, okay, let me check this camera real fast. All right, we're good here. All right. So let's find our most comfortable position, whether it be seated or laying down. Okay, let me check this camera real fast. All right, we're good here. All right. So let's find our most comfortable position, whether it be seated or laying down. Let's close our eyes and start letting everything that has bothered us, that we've had to do, whatnot, let's just start to let that start to flow out of our minds. Let's close our eyes and start letting everything that has bothered us, that we've had to do, whatnot. Turn the volume down on your phone. Okay. Is that better? Okay. They said I've got some feedback, so you guys just relax. I'm going to turn my volume down here. It never does that, but there we go. It should fix it now. Okay. Never done that before. Okay, as we sit or lie, let's just start to pay attention to our breath. Breathing normally. Let's start to maybe deepen our breath just a little bit. Let's start to set our intention for the day, for our practice. As we start our practice for the evening, let's just pay attention to our bodies, our breath, letting everything around us go, knowing that everything today is for us. And I encourage you to enjoy the extra company of the alpacas today. So let's take a nice deep breath in and exhale nice and loud through our mouth. Breathing in the peace and the tranquility, releasing any stress and tension. So let's take one more deep breath, inhaling our arms over our head. Nice stretch, holding that breath for just a second, and exhale. Let's do that one more time. And we're going to meet standing at the top of our mat. So as we come to our standing position, let's just get our feet nice and maybe just hip width apart, not too wide. And we're going to extend our arms up and over our head as we inhale. Exhaling, heart center. As we inhale again, let's raise our hands up. And let's exhale, twisting our arms and our body to the left. So we almost have warrior two arms, but our body, our feet are facing forward. Nice twist. Extend that twist a little by looking over your left shoulder. Inhaling our arms up. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling to the heart center. Let's inhale our arms up over our head. Exhale, forward fold. Frosty, honey, you gotta move. You gotta back up. There we go. Okay, let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. We're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left twist. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, left twist. Cat fight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center to forward fold. Making sure you take a couple breaths while you're down here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. We're going to do this a few more times. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right twist. I'm actually being watched by a cow also. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center to forward fold. Couple deep breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left twist. Hopefully the wind doesn't get too bad on the mic. It just picked up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Now as you're doing these, we're moving through these fairly quickly, but be very specific on how you do everything. Slow it down to the point of actually making this work. Exhale, forward fold. It's going to pick up your heart rate just a little bit, but it's also loosening you up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, all the way up. Really stretch at the top. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Looking up between those fingers. Exhale, left twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. Now let's just hold this chair for just a second. If your feet are a little bit farther apart, that's okay. But if you can, let's bring those feet together and really squeeze those thighs. Tuck that booty in. Try to straighten up as much as you can. You're really going to feel it right here. So let's breathe. We're going to hold this for about 10 counts. Kitty's trying to move the tripod. Start to feel that yet? I thought by doing this out in the alpaca barn, we'd have the alpacas and it'd be a little warmer in there, but since I'm outside. Let's do it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Let's spread our legs apart a little bit, shoulder width, and let's find our mountain pose. Slight bend to the knees, booty tucked in, chin parallel, shoulders rolled back and dropped, palms facing forward. Your nice, strong mountain pose. From here, take a couple more breaths to get your heart rate back down. Listen to the sounds around you. Think about, oh, it's peaceful. Refocus on your intention that you set. From here, we're going to do a little balance work right off. So let's reach down and let's bring our right foot, whether you have it clear up to here for your tree or whether you're down below. You may need a block or you may need to just put your toe on the ground. Whatever works for you. Let's find our tree with our right foot up, making sure all the points on our left foot is in contact. Slight bend to that knee. You'll find if you lock that knee, you're going to have a little bit less balance. So get that little slight thing. If you tend to start really wobbling around a lot, just kind of lean into the ball of that foot just a little bit more. And what that does is it brings your contact points all in and it starts to square you up and it takes a little pressure off that ankle. Find you a spot out in front of you that's not moving that you can focus on. If you fall out of your tree, that's okay. Just climb right back into it. Let's take about 3 breaths here. Now, let's slowly bring our arms up overhead as we inhale. Exhaling to heart center. Finding our solid. Then let's release and come back into our mountain pose. Let's reset. Kind of wiggle things around. I think my other phone's dying, but that's okay. And get ready to set up. Once you find your nice mountain pose and you feel solid where you're at, make sure all the points of contact on your right foot are there. And let's find your tree on the opposite side. Really try to concentrate on keeping the hips squared forward and this knee back. A lot of people want to go here. If you have to go here, then drop that knee down, drop that foot down. Okay, because we want to work on that twisting that knee out. Okay, getting that hip loosened up. So once you find your tree, your focal point, let's settle into our tree. I'm in a hole here. For some reason, I keep dropping off, so I'll just have to keep resetting, guys. Just hang in there with me. Whoop. Okay, let's take 3 more breaths. Let's inhale our arms up over our head. Exhale slowly to heart center. And release. Okay, we find ourselves back into mountain pose. Okay, I'm assuming that if I lose completely in there, that they're going to let me know because my other phone's not going to tell me. So let's arms up overhead. Inhale. Let's exhale to our forward fold. From hip or hop back into plank. Chaturanga, we want our elbows and stuff at a 90-degree angle. Try to hold that for just 1 second before we go on down to baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. So let's lower ourselves into our, keeping our arms parallel. Lower on down. We can go baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. If you come on up here, let's drop our shoulders back, making sure everything along the backside is kept nice and tight. From here, we're going to curl our toes under. Dog. This is our first down dog of the night, so let's walk our dog. You may have to have a little bend in your knees. Ourselves back into plank. What we're going to do here now is we're going to set ourselves up for a side plank. So let's, as we balance on our right hand, keeping that arm nice and straight, just rotate with the feet. Arms come up in the air. Try to keep the hips up. If you can bring that leg up, then you can bring that leg up. We're going to hold. Let's release back down to plank. Twisting to the opposite side, raising the arm up. If you're able to bring that leg up, that's fine. If not, just stay with them on the ground. Let's release back down to plank. From plank, we're going to push right back into down dog. Let's stretch our dog. Try to keep the booty up high, pushing the shoulders back, maybe widening out those arms just a little bit more to get a good open chest, releasing that neck. From here, let's raise the right leg into the air and bring it between the front leg. From here, a warrior two. My camera said something. I was trying to figure out what it was saying. So you're set up for your warrior two, making sure you can see your toe. And you're in line here. Your heel and your arch are in line with each other. Trusting that front leg. Roll those shoulders back. Nice straight arms. You're looking over your fingertip. From here, we're going to reverse our warrior. So sliding that back arm down that straight back leg. Getting a nice stretch here. You might reach for the ear. From this position in reverse warrior, we're going to come right on over, keeping that knee straight. Don't let it rock her out into a side angle. So yours might be here. You might use your block. You might be able to reach. From your side angle, let's bring our hands to the mat, framing our front foot, turning the back foot, and just bringing it up to about 1.5 feet behind the other one in a straight line for our pyramid. Here is again where you can use your block. If you need to have your block here to use, if you can't reach the ground, both of your legs are straight. Making sure you breathe in if it's tight. Breathe the air into that area and releasing it. Now let's just take our front leg and bring it back to match the other. So we're back into a forward fold. Let's just kind of maybe swing a little side to side here for just 1 second. Move our head around. And let's all the way up, arms overhead. Heart center as we exhale to forward fold. Placing our hands to the mat, step, hop, back into plank. From plank, let's follow ourselves on down to chaturanga. Let's hold our chaturanga. Okay, lower yourself on down. Baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. Shoulders are back, everything's engaged. Curling your toes under, connecting. There we go. We're back on. Okay, so if you're not raising your leg on your side planks, really think about it up here in this air. See if you can really stick it up there. Let's bring our hand back down to plank, resetting ourselves and rotating right to the other side. Really bringing that hip up. Bringing our hands back to the plank position, pushing ourselves into down dog. From your down dog, let's bring our left leg up in the air. Bringing it between our front hands. I don't know why I always say legs. Setting ourselves up for warrior two on the opposite side. Let's check in with ourselves. Let's make sure the back foot is parallel. We're pushing against the outside of that foot. Heel and arch are lined up, back leg straight, nice strong front leg, and you can just see your toes over the top. Let's reverse our warrior. My alpacas are disappointing me. They're not joining me as much. From here, let's release back and side angle. Once again, your side angle may be on the ground, it may be on your leg, it may be on whatever, a block. Challenge yourself by looking up. If you're outside like I am, the clouds are moving, so it's a good challenge. Let's bring our hands to frame our front leg, bringing our back leg up right behind within a foot, foot and a half of your front leg. Straight line with each other. Straighten your legs. If you have to have a slight bend in it, that's fine. Use your blocks though. If you're up here and your flexibility does not allow you to reach that far, use your blocks. There's nothing wrong with these blocks. These are great. Otherwise, just relax into it. You should feel a little bit of a pull here and on the inside of this back of this hamstring. Okay, from here, let's bring our back foot up to meet the front foot again. We're all back into forward fold. Let's inhale, arms up. Stretching that back out. Exhale, heart center. Right on down, placing our hands down for plank. Let's step back or hop back into plank. From here, we're going to lower ourselves completely to the ground, and we're going to find lotus. So find your little focal spot right in front of your mat there, engaging your hands, palms facing up, heels toward each other, toes out, and really engage the whole entire part of your back of your body. Now from here, if you can do it, I am rolling downhill. If it is in your practice, this is where you can pull a little bit more. Let's reach back and grab the tops of your feet. And when you do, push into those hands for bow. Take 2 more breaths here. Now slowly release this, placing your hands beside, right underneath your shoulders, curling your toes, pushing yourself completely back into down dog. From your down dog, let's look up between your hands. Step, hop, or to forward fold. Now let's just shake our head out. Shake our arms out. I just got goose. Okay. On that note, let's slowly rise up, arms above our heads. Inhaling, exhaling, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist right. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist right. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, left. This time, let's inhale our arms up, bringing in our exhale to our heart center. And let's find mountain pose. Okay, so while we're here in mountain pose, just take a second and let's just shake things out. Shake, 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 shake. That's a good excuse because I had to chill. So let's go arms overhead, and let's grab our right wrist with our left hand, and as we exhale, let's lean to the left. Let's stretch the side out a little bit. We've been working those. Inhale, arms up. Switch hands, exhale to the right. Inhale, arms up. Switch hands, exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Switch hands and exhale to the right. We're going to do that one more time. So let's see if we can get a little more stretch in there without throwing those hips out. Inhale, arms up. Switch hands and exhale to the left. Try to keep the stomach tucked in. Keep the booty sitting there. Try not to throw yourself this way or that way. Inhale, arms up. Switching hands and exhaling to the right. Let's release our hands, shake out our head, roll our shoulders. Okay, let's find our mountain pose. No concept of social distancing. Of course, he's deaf, so he didn't hear a thing I'm saying. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to sit and we're going to take our right leg back and we're going to set ourselves up for a high lunge. So even though you cannot see me because the alpaca is blocking, both feet are facing forward. Back leg is nice and strong. You're really leaning into this left leg. Let's bring arms overhead. Now, let's twist on our inhale. And exhale, let's twist to the right. Body and arms only. Don't move those feet. Okay? Now let's just do a little bit harder. Not moving those legs, not moving those feet. Let's see if we can't reverse that just a little bit. Reaching down there, frosty move. There we go. Reach down there and kind of getting that little hard balance there. Okay, let's bring our arms back up, twisting back to overhead. From here, if you have your block handy, You may want to use your block. If not, you're fine. What we're going to do is we're just going to push off with that back foot, and we're going to try to bring ourselves right into our warrior three. Try to keep that back hip down. Next thing we want to do is drop our hands to our block or to the mat, using that left one to balance out. Let's see if we can, on a hill as I fall, rotate that hip up and open, bringing that arm open into a half moon. Then let's see if you can turn your gaze upward. From this point, let's just slowly lower that leg down, finding our forward fold, and let's really bend into that forward fold. Let's bend those knees, okay? Then let's arms, as we come up, finding our mountain pose. From here, let's set ourselves up, feet facing forward, step our left leg back, finding our high lunge. Okay, you can still see your toes. My foot's still going back there. You can still see your toes. You've got everything squared away. Everything's facing forward, facing the right direction. Arms up. Without moving the legs, let's twist to the left. Keeping that nice, tight, straight back leg. If you'll push your feet away from each other, you'll find more balance. Let's try to drop that back hand on that leg and see if we can't reverse our lunge just a little bit. Remembering to breathe. Bringing our arms back up. And we're going to set ourselves up for our warrior three. So let's just push off with that back leg. I am seriously on a hole right there. Bless you. Holding our warrior three, trying to keep our hips level. It says lower our hands to the mat or our block. Rotate hip open, opening the arm. And let's see if we can look up. Woo, the sky's moving. If you fall out of it, just go right back in. Just release our hands and our foot to the mat. Hello. Everybody gets alpaca kisses in this broadcast, don't they? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right. And we're in our forward fold. Let's bend our legs once again, just to kind of get a nice little stretch there. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. Okay, let's make sure that our feet are together, our thighs are together. Frosty, you really kind of got to move for this one there, buddy. Can you back up? Back up there, thanks. You'd think it's the only place there was grass. Yeah, it might be. So we have our thighs kind of squeezing together, knees together, ankles together, everything kind of together, nice and snug. Arms are up. So let's inhale. As we exhale, let's bring to heart center, and let's just take a nice little twist. Putting the right elbow to the left knee. Try not to twist your hips. You're only twisting your upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take another inhale and twist to the other side. Wind's picking up again, so hopefully that's not messing with anything. Let's inhale Exhale. Feel that burn? We're gonna do that one more time on each side. So inhale, exhale, and twist. As you exhale, exhale that burn out of the top of your legs. Fill in with air. Exhale that burn. Let's inhale, twist up, exhale, inhale, twist to the other side, exhale. Go with the cats. Not happy cats either. Okay, as we come back to the center, let's widen those legs out. Kind of maybe turn your feet out just a little bit, like you're gonna go into a goddess squat, but let me back up a little bit. Let's just sit on down, okay? So you're just kind of sitting here. Maybe your elbows resting between your knees, trying to keep your body a little bit upright. This is actually you can sit here for a long time once you get used to it. Kind of stretching out those inner thighs because they were burning, okay? Now, tonight, I'm gonna throw in here a peak pose. And yes, I'm rocking back and forth. It just feels really good on the insides of the legs. If it's in your practice to try an arm balance, this is a good place to be. So what I want you to do, either just hang out here, or you can place your hands down here on the ground. Okay, you've already got your knees halfway there. Bring those knees up. We're gonna find crow. So basically, you're just gonna lean in, squeezing those elbows, bringing the feet, and we have our balance. So if crow is in your practice, there's your shot to do crow. And if it's not, that's okay. Say, place our hands to the mat, very carefully set ourselves back into child's pose. Let's bring our feet to our toes together back there, knees wide, nice and wide, and stretching out. Let's do a nice wide stretch with our hands here for a minute and to kind of start to open up our shoulders a little bit more from where we've been working. Try to keep our booty as close to the heels as we can. And just take a minute to reset. Just take a few breaths right here and reset. Your next inhale, let's come up to all fours and put our hands, make sure our wrists are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We're gonna find our cat and cow. So as we inhale, drop that belly, looking up a bit. Don't overextend that neck. Just kind of looking up a bit. And as we exhale, let's really arch everything. Push the ground away, opening the shoulders, pushing, and then back as an inhale. Do that a few times here on your own, at your pace. You may want to move things around a little bit. You may find some stuff still tight. May have tightened up a little bit doing some stuff. Use this to really kind of work the hips, the shoulders, the rib cage. Take about 3 more good breaths here in cat-cow. You may come up on your fingertips to really get that stretch between the shoulder blades. You may push back and it'll really pull on this lower back and sacrum area, which for a lot of us is a really tight spot. It feels really good to stretch that out and kind of move around. Okay. Having a little sciatic problems, be very careful with that because it could cause a muscle cramp. From here, let's just bring our legs around in front of us. Okay? Let me just say the temperature's dropping just a bit here. We're gonna find boat. So we're gonna have, your boat may be here, okay? Your boat may be here. You might be, I'm sitting in a hole. Your boat may be up here. Wherever your boat's at, try to keep this body open, okay? Keep this nice and open, and your chin, you don't want to be all hunched. So wherever your boat's at, I am in a serious hole in my boat. So wherever your boat is at, mine's gonna be here tonight because I'm in a hole. Let's find our boat. And let's hold our boat for just a second. Pigs are fighting. Priscilla, I'm trying to film here. Okay, so make sure you breathe during your boat. Now, what I want you to do is we're going to take our boat, we're going to row our boat for just a second. So let's just take our hands to the left and to the right. Remember to breathe. We're going to row our boat, okay? You're going to start feeling that really fast, especially if you haven't been working in the abs. You're going to feel it in the abs. You're going to feel it across the lower back. You feel it in the ribs. Just keep rowing your boat for just a second. Okay, one more side on each side. Let's bring it back to our boat. Woo! Feeling that? Okay, let's put our feet down slowly to the mat. And let's, as our feet are there, let's just roll over and let's just hug. Really hug those legs. You'll feel that stretching right back in here. Just really hug. Okay? From here, let's just bring our legs to the left. Just like we're going to sit here. And we're just going to twist to the right. And we're just going to loosen this back up just a little bit. I wish I could see what's being written on the screen. From here, let's untwist, switch sides. Get our legs set there, and let's just take a nice, easy twist here. By doing this direction, you can really feel a nice little twist here in this inside area. Okay, let's slowly bring ourselves out of that, and let's very carefully just lay on back. Roll on back on your back. From here, let's just place our hands on either sides of our hip, your knees a little ways apart, and just kind of push up into like a little half wheel there, just kind of really engaging everything. It's kind of resetting everything from what we've been over and been doing. You can put your block underneath here if you want to. If you've got knee problems, sometimes that's a little easier because it doesn't pull so much on your knees. Okay, as we lower ourselves back to the ground, let's take this right leg and let's put it over the left leg. And if you can twist it all the way around, that's fine. And eagle legs. And if you can't, just however far it'll go. And let's just slowly lower that. I like to go arms out to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry. Gives a nice little twist there. A little bit different than just a regular. So let's unwrap our legs. Reset. Let's wrap our left leg over our right leg. Mine doesn't go as far on that side. There we go. And let's drop to the left. You can always stick a block underneath here if you need to. Let's release. Bring our legs back up to the center, kind of spread your feet apart a little bit, and let's windshield wiper back and forth a couple of times, just to reset everything. The alpacas are talking. From here, just roll over on your belly. I'm gonna have to switch directions because of what we're getting ready to do. But just roll over onto your belly. Let's bring our legs up. Let's sit up for puppy. So we're bringing our knees up underneath as if we're gonna do cat and cow. But then we're gonna drop our front end down like we're doing a child's pose. But let's bring our arms nice and wide. And really feel that stretch in our shoulders. And from here, let's widen these legs out as if we were gonna go into a child's pose, but maybe keep your feet out a little farther. You're not really in a full frog, but you're just kind of sitting a little bit more in. Just position your knees so it doesn't bother, and kind of lean in. This is really gonna start to open these hips back up again. Take a couple more breaths here. Now let's slowly, you always come out of these slowly, bring your knees together. And we're just gonna kind of tuck in. And if your neck feels like it's a little tight, you can roll that neck into a rabbit pose. Otherwise, just really tuck in and reset. From here, if there's any last pose that you want to do to finish out your practice, go right ahead and do it. Otherwise, let's lay back. And let's find our Savasana. You can lay back on your back, letting your feet drape open, your palms facing up, getting nice and comfortable, whether you cover up with your blankie or what you want to do. As you get settled into that, I am going to grab my sweatshirt real quick. So let's start to get settled in, start to pay attention to our breath. As we start to pay attention to our breath, and we start to slow it down a little, start to be a little more conscious of how your body's feeling, but don't judge. Don't judge how you've done. Don't judge how it feels. Just notice how you feel. Maybe how things feel now as opposed to how they felt when you started. Start to really pay attention to your breath, keeping yourself focused on your breathing. As you lay there, you notice that maybe you're more relaxed, you're looser. But as you think about your intention that you set for the night, let's start to pay attention to how our body is relaxing. We're warm, we're comfortable. You feel the ground, the floor, everything underneath you, but it's not hard. You're starting to merge with it. You notice that your toes are starting to relax. consciously make your toes relax. Starting with your big toe and moving across to your little toe. Then you realize that the balls of your feet and your arches are starting to relax and they're feeling heavy. From there it moves up into your ankles, and the warmth and the heaviness is floating and creeping up your legs. You notice that the muscle across the top of your shin is starting to merge with the calf muscle on the back of your leg. Feel the ground or the floor beneath you a little closer in the everywhere else. The muscles around your knees, the fronts, the backs, your kneecap, it all starts to become heavy and warm. As everything below the knee is now very, very relaxed, you notice that the muscle that attaches to the top of your knee is starting to release. And as it goes up your leg, the fronts and the backs of your muscles merge and they become one with the floor. Focus on your hips, your buttocks, the fronts of your pelvis. Everything becomes heavy and relaxed. From there, you feel your navel and your belly button, your rib cages, everything's starting to relax, and your belly button feels like it's maybe sinking down into your spine, and the spine is sinking down into the floor, and everything seems to be just lowering itself and relaxing. You notice that the muscles around your ribs, each individual rib is starting to relax, and it's becoming easier to breathe. You can consciously feel each rib relaxing. As it travels on up into your chest, your lungs, everything starts to relax. Any tightness that was there is gone. Across the center of your back, it all merges and it relaxes into the floor. And now you notice that from your chest down, everything is connected. Then you feel your fingertips start to relax one by one. From your thumb, your pointer, your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky. That relaxation moves on up into the palms of your hands, your wrists, the inside and outside of your forearm. Your elbows relax. And where the muscles reach your elbows, from your biceps and triceps, you release the tension. And where they touch in the shoulders, this all releases. From that point, your shoulders all the way across, your collarbones, your deltoids, all of your muscles to the base of your neck, fold back as if someone is pressing your shoulders against the floor in a gentle way and massaging them down. Your neck relaxes. Imagine someone running their hand from your shoulders up and stretching your neck out very,